So I decided to start studying Croatian a little bit earlier today because my significant other, um, she was born in Croatia. My wife, who was born in Croatia, um, yeah, she was raised in Milan. So I'll learn the Lombard language as well as Italian when I can fit in my schedule. But I started trying to learn Croatian, and I realized as I was reading a little bit on the history, which was barely anything, Croatia has had not the best history, and that was even in recent times. It was taken over by a lot of different places, like the Ottoman Empire. It was taken over by the Soviet Union. There was a lot of stuff going on in World War One and World War Two. There was stuff going on. They were ruled by Venetians and all sorts of people. And for a while, um, sorry about this, a little bit of water left in from water and Lunchables left in. I'm going to clean that up. But yeah, they were ruled by Venetians, an empire, all kinds of people. They had to fight for their independence by allying with other people and creating another country to make Yugoslavia, and there were civil wars within that, even in the 80s, I think. Then there was still stuff going on, some unrest going on then, and it wasn't until like 1995 that it was actually things calmed down, I think. Um, and then in 2013 they're officially, put into the European Union. So it wasn't really until very recently that everything became stable. So it made me feel fortunate to live in the United States, where we've been pretty stable for a very long time. Um, the last time we really had uh, battle on the U.S. soil was in World War II with the Aleutian Islands. So, and that was like a minor battle. There it wasn't really. It made me feel fortunate to live in the United States, but and like here's a big thing too. A lot of you might not know this, but apparently, for a long time, Croatian language was not even considered a very a very good language to know. I guess you could say, not a very pleasant language to know because for a long time people would speak in like Italian and German if they wanted to engage in politics or trading or government or anything like that. The educated people would um, choose to, you know, discuss things in another language, whereas Croatian became a language spoken by uneducated peasants. So it's like it just made me feel a little upset, some sympathy for the language. So yeah, I feel bad about my waifu's home country, but I had no idea about that situation. So yeah, makes me feel fortunate to be living in a relatively safe country.